Having exiled Rama under Kaikeyee's coercion, Dashrath was repentant. However, he could do nothing. He lay dying. He said, Kaushalya, it appears that I am no longer in control of my body, that I am getting detached from my senses, I am losing consciousness. I can no longer see. Tapaswini Sumitra, I am departing from this world. O Kaikeyee, the evil incarnate, heartless and vile, you have destroyed my family. With these words to his wives, Dashrath breathed his last. The attendants found no pulse. As his death was confirmed, a loud wail arose in the palace. To prevent the body until cremation from putrefying, it was immersed in a cauldron of oil. The assembly of the wise discussed the next appropriate step in the absence of any of the princes in the city. Bharat was away to his maternal grandfather's home. Talking of the importance of a ruler in a kingdom, they said, without a king, the kingdom will be destroyed. In a state without a ruler, the rich are unable to safeguard their wealth, and the farmers cannot sleep fearlessly. The traders no longer travel to sell their wares in faraway lands. People live in fear when there is no king. There is no satisfactory settlement of disputes. Armies lack proper command, and the learned cannot explain scriptures. Just as the human conscience looks after man's well-being, a king is the guardian of truth and dharma in his kingdom. A king is an incarnation of truth, of righteousness. He is the mother and the father to his subjects, and he is the head of their family. Far away, sleeping luxuriously in his grandfather's palace, Bharat had an ominous and frightful dream. He saw a pale and lusterless Dashratha, his hair dishevelled. He found him slipping from a hilltop into a filthy pit full of cow dung and urine. He told his friends, I saw Maharaja Dashrath sitting on a throne of metal painted black. I saw him with a garland of red flowers around his neck, a red mark on his forehead, being driven in a chariot pulled by donkeys heading south. My dream is ominous, Bharat said. I fear some misfortune has befallen the family. Bharat returned to Ayodhya, crossing the rivers Satluj, Saraswati, Yamuna and Ganga on his route. Looking at the desolate city, surprised prince spoke to his charioteer, dotted with gardens, the celebrated Ayodhya does not present a heavy head prospect. Lovingly tended by Rajashri Dashrath, this city once resounded with the Vedic chants of Brahmins and looked luminous with large mansions of the rich traders. Today it resembles a mound of pale death. I notice its gardens bereft of the loving couples. Ayodhya looks and feels like a jungle, but without the musical notes of the birds. The bees do not hum and the koels do not coo. They foretell tragic events. Looking at her son returning home, Kaikeyee was delighted. She sprang from her gilded chair to embrace Bharat. No sooner had the usual courtesies been exchanged, the prince asked his mother, How is it that your bed decked in gold is deserted? I do not find the usual rejoicing around the palace and cannot see father as well. Where is he? I wish to pay obeisance to him. Dear son, said Kaikeyee, Maharaja Dashrath was a Mahatma, a glorious and a pious king. He always sheltered the truthful and stood by his dharma, sharing the fate of all those who are born. He has departed for the other world. Writes Valmiki, mourning his father's death, Bharata fell to the ground. He wailed aloud and wept. He cried, with my father lying on it, this sumptuous bed used to glow like the sky resplendent with the autumn moon. In the absence of the wise Maharaja, his bed looks desolate and eclipsed. Bharat lay on the floor like a tree trunk felled by an axe. Kaikeyee lifted him in her arms and consoled him, saying, O glorious prince, stand up. Truthful men like you, honored by the assembly of the wise, do not mourn in sorrow. O my wise son, just like the illumination that never vanishes from the sphere of the sun, your wisdom is unshakable. You will make a charitable and devout king. However, Bharat was not easily fooled. He was neither consoled nor diverted. He said, I travelled full of joy at the thought that my father would anoint Rama as the Yuvaraj. Reaching here, I find that quite the reverse has happened. What was the cause of my father's untimely demise? Blessed are my brothers Ram and Lakshmana, in that they were here to perform the last rites of my father. What were my father's last instructions for me, Mamai? Kaikeyee could no longer hide the facts. She replied, the first among the wise, your father breathed his last, wailing, Ha Ram, Ha Sita, Ha Lakshmana. Like an elephant rendered helpless when chained, your father in the throes of death uttered the following last words. They will be blessed who would watch Ram and warrior Lakshmana returning, accompanied by Sita. A surprised Bharat shot back. Mother, where is the divine Ram? A source of immense joy to the residents of Ayodhya. Where has he gone? Is he accompanied by Sita and Lakshmana? Kaikeyee cleverly replied in sweet words, Rama, dressed in bahak, accompanied by Sita, has departed for Dandaka Aranya. Lakshmana gives him company. Mother, said Bharat, did Rama deprive a Brahmin of his wealth? Did he murder an innocent rich or poor man? What crime had he committed that he had been exiled to the forest? Replied Kaikeyee, Rama has not committed any crime. On coming to know that Rama was being elevated as the Yuvaraj, I asked your father to honor two commitments he had made a long time ago to me. I asked that you be crowned as the Yuvaraj and also that Rama be exiled for 14 years. Being the truthful man that he was, your father agreed to my demands. He banished Rama and later, unable to bear his absence, he breathed his last. O devout son, knowing your duty, ascend the throne. I have done this for your benefit alone. Do not grieve, be patient. This city and this kingdom are all yours. You have no rivals to challenge you, Bharat. Seek advice from Guru Vasishtha and perform the last rites of your father. His body is waiting for it. Ask them to organize your coronation immediately thereafter. What shall I do with this kingdom? Wailed Bharat. I have lost my father to death. I am separated from my elder brother who is more like a father to me. You took away both of them from me. Your asking me to ascend the throne is rubbing salt on my wounds. Mother, you arrived as the night of doom to destroy this family. In marrying you, my father chose to sleep on a bed of live coals. Selfishly, you killed my father. Why did you commit this heinous act? You show no signs of repentance, mother. Rama is like a lion. So is Lakshmana. What made you think I could protect this kingdom without them? This burden is too much for me to carry. Just as a calf cannot substitute mighty bulls. It has been our family tradition that the eldest son succeeds the father as a king. The younger brothers work obediently under him in the interest of the state. O evil mother, I shall never bow to your wishes. You have created an unfortunate situation that could have led to my death if I were not contemplating on ways to bring them back to the kingdom. Without any further loss of time, I am proceeding to meet the sinless Rama, beloved of the populace, and ask him to come back. I shall spend my years in the service of Sri Ramchandra. Bharat's rebuke sounded like the roar of a lion. In a Mandarachal cave and silenced Kaikeyee in her attempts to persuade him. We'll take up next Bharat's decision to visit Ram in Chitrakoot. Till then, farewell. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram.